Good morning, everybody. Ignore the absolutely wrecked state of my being. I was at a show last night and I don't leave the house very often. So, I am feeling it. If you're wondering what happens to your channel analytics when you go half a year without posting anything and then you post a 24-minute long video out of nowhere without any promotion, leading up to it, nothing. Your channel analytics are 0. Anyway, Sketchbook tour. We're back, baby. We've got another one for you. I know that the video before the last video was also a sketchbook tour, but this is all I've been doing in the last 6 months. So, here you go. And I finished it, so here you go. This one I'm gonna format a little bit differently. So my last book, I split in two and did 2 tours for the same book. This one has the same amount of pages, and just the same thickness, and I'm going to be doing it all in one video. So instead of talking over everything and talking through things, I'm just going to flip through it. But I did want to hop on here and give a little bit of like, I guess it would be a content warning or a trigger warning. I was working in this book while I was slamming my skull into the floor of rock bottom when it comes to mental health, physical health. Like, I was just not doing well when I was working through a majority of this book, and there's a lot of things in here. I've recorded this a couple of times where I have like tried to talk while I'm flipping through this, and it's just I feel like have to explain everything, so I figure we'll scrap that idea, and I'm just gonna put the warning at the front, and then you can watch it if you want to, and if you don't, then you don't. Take care of yourselves first. I used this book just as much as a journal as I did for sketching and drawing, so there's a lot of really dark journaling in there, and like touches of suicide. I was in a horrible depression. I mean, I've been in a horrible depression as far as I can remember, but it got really, really bad. So if that's not something that you think you're cool with, or you think you can handle, don't. I have plenty of other sketchbook tours. I have plenty of other art videos that you can watch if you still want to see like what I do and some of my style, my art, you know. This isn't like a nicely laid out or aesthetic sketchbook by any means. This was a utility sketchbook. There's a lot of writing in there. There's a lot of notes. There's a lot of just ugly drawings, ugly sketches. A lot of music. I got back into songwriting and poetry while I was in the sketchbook, so there's pages of writing and lyrics. Other than that, there's a lot of ghost fan art in here. Not the supernatural phenomenon, but the band Ghost. There's some Avatar. I watched the entirety of The Boys while I was in here, so there's some of that. Mary Gore, so like Tobias Forge, I did a deep dive into that, and haunted house stuff, because I started working at a haunted house while I was working in this. So it's just a lot. There's a lot of different stuff, so we're just gonna flip through, and I will see you at the end for the outro. Enjoy. All right. That was it. That was that. Hopefully my next one is a little less upsetting. Although I do feel like there's a lot of pages in here that I really like. There's a lot of things in here that I really like, and songs and shit that I think eventually can turn into something really cool. It's interesting to see that little capsule of where I've been for the last 6 months. So I'm doing a little bit better now. I definitely feel like I'm coming out of it. I feel like I've got my spark back, especially with content creation and making stuff. I've been posting more on Instagram, and I want to post more here. Last week's video, with that 24-minute long video that thus far, is at the point of recording this, nobody really gives a shit about. I'm so proud of that thing. I don't know if it's the fact that it's the first video that I've actually sat and edited in so long, or if it's that I put so much effort into it, or that it had a purpose, like a real purpose. It was, the stuff I did in it was for somebody else, so I don't know if it's all that makes me super happy with it, or if it's actually a good video. The world may never know. But it feels nice to be proud of something that I've done, and it feels nice to be excited to make things again. So that's where we're at. I will see you soon, hopefully in about a week. Take care of yourselves. And yeah. Bye.